down. And they were like, oh no, every single person who's using the same guidebook is going to end up at the same place. They find the same thing because
What was
they have
happening
no
with all the
way.
editions of the, I mean, there would be things that would just come and go, and there'd be
Exactly.
brand new ones that were even better than what had been recommended. But
Exactly.
They would,
So the whole point of why this exists actually is to get around that, to actually like annul that instant dissemination of information, so people can actually like, you know, if the house burns down today, you can write it down today, and the person tomorrow can see that it's not there anymore and it goes somewhere else.
See, when
So that's the promise.
when the wheelers were still around, there were various stages and attempts within the Lonely Planet system to have updates for people to, so that based on a particular topic area, you'd either see their little free little notes to come out to some of the agents saying updating, or don't go here because something's happened. That was happening in the printed paper form. This is going back 10, 20 years possibly, when the wheelers were involved. And then what would happen is it would then go on to the internet, sort of like almost like a bulletin board version. I think is what's happening.
What happens at the moment is we gather things that people write in or something that comes across our bulletin board, and those are, there's basically someone whose job is to kind of gather feedback on a particular guide.
Yep.
And then
That must be a nightmare doing.
Yeah, well,
Times.
they sort of kind of worked out a process and
Oh, good.
a way to do it. It involves lots of spreadsheets. And what we do is when we have to do a reprint, so say we print a certain number of copies and then we're getting low on those number of copies, we have to do a reprint. Before we do that, we actually go through that section of feedback and we make whatever changes we believe are appropriate and necessary. That doesn't mean all of them come in, but things like something burnt down would typically be changed. So it's actually not really known because the next book that comes out is still called, it's still got the same ISBN, it's still got the same cover, it's still not called a new edition, but it will be slightly different than the one before, and it's intended to try to...
It's in your revision.
No, there's not really, I don't think there's any notes that are even printed in the book. It's just that the first printing and the second printing of the book will be slightly different based on feedback, and we probably don't do a good enough job of marketing the fact that we do that.
Well, actually, the thing is, you're actually not allowed to change the book. If the ISBN, so ISBN is really tied to the content of the book, so you're not supposed to change that in the same ISBN. It's actually
Maybe I'm
connect
saying
for us.
something secret we're not supposed to say.
No,
We changed it a little bit.
But see, Dalton used to make a big number about his new edition, and he'd have it across the Indonesian handbook.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, lad. I mean, I had about, at one stage before I lost some, I had about 10 or approximately 10 editions that had come from while he was involved, because he's told about them. And because that was before the internet stage of things, that